Oil falling ahead of the impending storm. Gold, little change. We await the speeches in Jackson Hole. Joining us now from the CME to discuss, Bob Iaccino of Path Trading Partners. Bob, is tropical storm, soon to be Hurricane Harvey, a big deal for the oil market or not?
Not just yet, Mark. If you look at these things historically, they tend to be a little bit exaggerated in their effect. We had Tropical Storm Cindy hit about 301 barrels a day of crude oil production, and then it came back online fairly quickly. Unless it's something of a category 4 or 5 where it's going to do some permanent damage, number one, it's not really going to affect much. And this particular storm is headed more toward the refinery sector, which could actually line up with refinery turnarounds if they decide to do it that way, where you'll see draws anyway. So it could be within the normal market fluctuations, and I think it's going to hit as a tropical storm anyway. So I'm not worried about it yet.
Bob, we've been stuck in this $46 to $50 range for the last month. What's going to break us out of this range?
Well, I'm looking right now very closely at rig counts relative to what's going on with production. If you saw the Wall Street Journal article the other day talking about a lot of CapEx for these oil companies going back into traditional rigs, and if you see the rig count, now we've got a rig count that is essentially flat over the last 6 weeks, +7, -7, if you add up the last 6 weeks. If that turns down in the context of what's going on with prices, now it matters. A little blip here or there doesn't, because it's been trending. I want to see if this is actually a flattening and reversal of the trend. Then I'll look for higher prices, but right now still lower for longer.
Are you looking for higher prices for gold, Bob? Jackson Hole kicking off today. The big speeches, of course, tomorrow. How should we be positioned ahead of the big Yellen and Draghi speeches tomorrow?
So, Mark, I've been talking about gold for a while and how it's been in this horizontal channel, and the spike we saw just to 1,300 or so wasn't really enough to break out. It now looks poised to break out to me. Now, we're not going to hear anything from Mario Draghi. Omerta is going to continue, in my opinion. But Janet Yellen needs to scare the markets. If you look at the CME Group's Fed Watch tool, there is virtually no rate hike priced in, and we're less than 40% or just above 40% as of yesterday for a December rate hike. The market doesn't believe it. Esther George is calling for more rate hikes. She talked about it this morning. But the markets rather, don't believe the Fed at this point. I think Yellen's going to try and make them believe, because I think they want to do it.